We still have to get to this Castole. Let me see. What are we doing here? What do we got? What do we... I looked at it. Like, I'm more concerned with the classes and the heroes than I am with the actual levels, which is pretty amazing because I'm obsessed with levels. But let's take a look. Your classes are what? So you're 5 here. After this, he's going to go with my beloved Ethel's. But you have... Okay, so she's at 5 here. And we want her to build up this, which doesn't look like it's happening, despite the fact that it should. Well, because he's not in the group, that's right. Which kind of sucks. We don't need another defender. She's at 9 here. She's already unlocked that. He's at... So, let me think. What could she do? Well, we would put him in... She still wouldn't be able to use him. Let me see. CACA. She could go with teaches. I don't want her to read... Anyway. Let's have her worry about Juniper. Once Juniper's done, we're going to switch her out. Alright, so you're 7 here. You are 9 here. She's almost done. And she'll go to the War Medic when we put Teach back in. Okay, and he's mastered hers, or he's unlocked hers. I didn't even do anything with my beloved Ethel's. If I knew what was going on, I would have. So like I said, we're going to put Teach in next. Okay, so he's almost done. She's almost done. We don't really need Juniper right now. But anyway, let's go with the main storyline. Oh. I'm paying attention. Now we got to talk about this, huh? Turkins and Gogles. I think I've already beaten the shit out of him. Are you guys a... Wait, hold on. There we go.
We've made some new friends.
Update that quest. You guys have anything to sell? No? We could rest there, but...
We've got to wreck it.
Oh, believe me, we will.
We'll keep moving on. Again, I want to check out these question marks. We're heading into a new region, and we're going to move forward with this. Again, with the new region, there are new question marks. We have to get every hero. I want to try to get every hero. We'll have to, like, backtrack. God, I want you, Mio. We'll have to backtrack. Because there are a lot of question marks I missed. I was saying in my description yesterday that this game is basically made for me. God, I want her. First off, it's got all these beautiful women, but I wouldn't expect anything less from a Japanese game. But secondly...
How do you think Ethel felt? Was that really what she wanted?
This is my personal opinion, but life's defined by moments. Your acts define you. I think she found value in that. To achieve something in the limited time left to her. One defining moment was what she chose.
You think Mimi feels the same way?
I gave you my opinion. I'm sure Mio has her own thoughts on the matter. Although, I know she doesn't have that much time left. And hence, my being here now.
So, you've chosen your path.
Until now, I was afraid to take that first step. But now, I can do it.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, look at all those hips and asses. Saina's got the sweetest hips and ass. I mean, Uni's got pretty much everything. And Mio's a solid piece.
Really think they'll come?
They'll come. You can count on it.
Yeah? And then what? If you want to give him a hug, you can count me out of it.
I want to show something to Her Majesty.
Yeah? And what's that then? I mean, she's not even...
She needs to be there to see how hope dies. What's this about now? She can see it. Her Majesty occupies the same niche of existence as we do.
Man, it's like Monolithsoft just started hanging out in the United States. The figurehead has no real authority.
Here's a goodie. What are you hiding?
I want to see your goodies, baby. I'm pretty sure that Sena is like a 14-year-old or some shit. It's got to be something gross like that. Now, gross for me because I live in the United States, but let's go kill shit. I want to kill some shit so we can...
Here we go, guys.
I mean, they'll probably attack me anyway, but I want to kill some shit so we can master up these classes. And we got to get ourselves a little bit more level up. Besides, killing shit is fun.
Wait for me. Knew you had it in you, Mimi.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
If they all didn't attack, then... Okay, there we go. See, that one attacked me. It doesn't look like we're getting close to level 41, though. I mean, again, we can rest at one of the campsites.
We're unstoppable with you around.
And whatever experience points have been sitting around.
Girl with the gall.
What, you're not getting excited? Oh, boy.
Something so valuable here.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Tippy, why did you fart? See, look, he knows he farted.
Wide flash.
That was actually a mistake on my part that worked out.
Give us a leg up. Was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
I got some meat for you, baby.
Here we go.
Like I was saying, it was almost as if this game was made specifically for me because I get bored easily. It's one of the many sacrifices you make being a genius, super genius. You have to get bored a lot. But, okay, let's see. Ooh, God, look at that. That's all I need in life. Hey, let's back attack in his front side. You stupid ass. But anyway, you have all these mechanics that they keep introducing. There's like a million ways, or there are a million ways, for you to maintain your interest. I mean, the hero class build-up is fantastic. I mean, that's just fantastic. Because it gives you an opportunity to change heroes who you can't use, but nonetheless, you can use their skills. So it's fucking beautiful. Yeah, I mean, really, this is the game of the year. Anybody wants to argue that point,
Whatever happened to not being
you
king?
might as well take your head and shove it in a toilet. You'd probably be doing the world a better service than speaking. This is what a video game is supposed to be. I mean, again, I will complain about the extensive time wasted on cutscenes, but the cutscenes are so damn compelling that I deal with it. Well, yeah, I get it. Like, you want the cutscenes, you want to see what all your effort bore in terms of the fruit. But I just think that sometimes they get a little too carried away with the cutscene length. Because I'm not playing the game to see the storyline per se. The game will compel me to play by being a fun game to play, and I did it again. This thing's ether defense is down. It's bleeding. Yeah, and I just find it amazing that people in this day and age, especially young people, don't want to have fun. They want to be fun. Days. Fine. Thank you. Perfect timing. Whoa! 10 fucking thousand. Oh, jeez. That's pretty sad.
Is there a good use for that?
I know this fucker's gonna attack me.
Guys, get ready to fight.
Told ya. New England clam chowder. How'd that thing resist? Stop it. Stop lying to me. Just reminds me of that fucking god-awful Persona 5 games series of combat songs, which basically was the same song over and over again.
That's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Alright, everything here is dead. We got more things to kill up ahead. And that rhymed.
Just past that gate, we'll find the Colony 11 garrison. Beyond that is a residential zone. From there, there's a road to the castle's main gate.
Gate penetration would not be easy. Expect huge battle.
Yeah, so we'll take a detour through the hovering reefs to the right and swing around behind the castle. That's where we'll find the ether mine and freight entrance I mentioned.
Understood. We shouldn't be hanging around here for long. Let's make for those reefs, as you called them.
Good. This way. Follow me.
What was that sense of... There was a dialogue. There were two types of dialogue. Ooh, there are two types of dialogue in any script or screenplay. It was, I think it was dynamic and transitional, or something like that, and or some shit. There's dialogue that basically progresses the storyline. Not so much expositional. It's just basic dialogue, like, "Hey, this is what we're doing. Blah blah blah. This is why we're doing it. Yada yada." But then there's that transitional. Let's go. Come on, like that kind of thing. That is almost mandatory in a screenplay. In order for you to signify that they're moving, that they're physically, literally moving along, as opposed to progressing the storyline. And whenever you see something like, let's go, come on, or something like that in a screenplay or in a movie or video game, whatever. Ooh, somebody mastered. Somebody mastered. That's my uni. My uni, my love.
Liberation!
You mastered.
Arrow!
What are you shooting at there, Juniper? Can I get to my... Thank you. Thank you. So, Uni, you are no longer a sword master. You have maxed everything out, so I am going to put you in... Now... Yeah, now you've got time. You've got time. So I'm going to put you in as a healer. We'll have to keep Juniper in for now until everyone else starts maxing out. How much more... Okay, Lens is next. Sane, actually, no, Sane is next. We'll do that. Maybe Sane will use Juniper's because we need some offensive units. But anyway, like I was saying, when you're watching a movie or whatever, and you hear someone say, "Let's go," that'll do, whatever. That's basically a tool that is used in script writing that signifies we're heading to the next scene, and it's mandatory, more or less. You can't go without it. When I had one of my screenplays that was critiqued years ago. I mean, years ago. That was one of the critiques. You don't have enough of that. I forgot what he called it. Transitional language. It was critique. It was a shame because he was a small market. Not a B film per se, but low budget film type. And what I wrote, which I would improve on hugely, what I wrote was more for like AAA titles. But to get into Hollywood or whatever is virtually impossible. Not impossible. If you're just some schmuck from, you know, from like the neighborhood I'm from. Because that's not how the United States works. You have to be rich in the United States. That's how it is. Unless you get really lucky, which kind of has happened, but not really. This way, dick. Thank you. But there was a period of time when we were trying to get me going under the false pretense the United States gave people chances. That's not what happened. Not unless you're a motherfucking criminal or you're a rich criminal. Then you get a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. But if you're an honest, intelligent, hardworking individual like myself, you get nothing. And there are just so many of us in the United States. Fuck this place. Fuck it hard. So, like I was saying, there is that. So whenever you watch a movie or whatever, always look out for that. Or don't. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying at all. But there are just two types of script language. And you'll notice in this game, you'll see them.
With you around, Senna. Shall we deal with this?
Like when they finish saying, "Hey, our deep philosophical conversation has moved to its apex. Let's go." Yeah, all right, guess we're moving on then. Guess we're going to the next scene.
The enemies to me. Looking good, Noah. Heal for it. Butterfly blade.
That's why a lot of people, especially nowadays, I mean, I'm a fan of what CinemaSins does and whatever, but a lot of people, especially these so-called critics who are just nitpickers,
This will lead us round to the back of the castle.
they don't understand the nuance of writing. So they'll just make their bullshit concepts and theories and beliefs and personal preferences, they'll make that into
The night descends upon us.
into true critiquing and they'll turn that into the actual fundamental conceptualizing of what script writing is and everything like that when they say, there's nobody I can relate to and all that dumb shit.
Guys, get ready.
Oh, the Skeeters. What's up, Skeeter? They have no idea what they're talking about because that's not how... And again, I'm big fan of CinemaSins. I watch their shit all the time. But the problem I have with CinemaSins, if there's a problem I have with CinemaSins, is a lot of times they mention things like too many... And it's hilarious that they get all obsessive compulsive about the amount of candles and shit, or they'll say something about certain words that are used or certain dialogues. And there's a lot of need for certain nitpicking because a lot of movies, especially nowadays, are so fucking lazy and
You're all thinking it.
filthy, and you should nitpick those. They make too many mistakes. But when it comes to certain writing fundamentals that have been in place for thousands of years, you can't just make a storyline about people that everyone likes. That's fucking asinine. Again, it's lazy. It's so easy to have a movie or whatever make no sense or have no purpose. Just be, hey, I like these people. That's something along the lines of, say, a Hangover or whatever. Or fucking Superbad or any of these dumbass comedies. Or not even like comedies, but like whatever shit Disney makes. Or DC, or these not so indie films.
Pretty much what I expected.
They don't know shit about writing. And if they do, they're dumbing themselves down specifically so that they can relate. Which I don't give a fuck about relating to people or, hey, characters I like. Doesn't mean anything. There needs to be a reason for the storyline. And that's one of the things I love about Xenoblade Chronicles. Despite being a devout Catholic, I love the idea that they're that they've based this whole series on in the philosophy, of course, a German philosopher, but the philosophy of, you know, God is dead or whatever. Now, again, my counteraction would be, well, God can't die because God is a will beyond anything we'll ever imagine. And I don't consider God he or she. It's pretty much like what Mass Effect was saying about the Reapers. It's not an old man with magic powers, it's a force. It's just something. It's just a will beyond anything you could possibly imagine. Why does it happen? Why is it will? Who the fuck knows?
Was the MVP.
But I just love how Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenogears, Xenosaga. No, this guy. Xenogears, Xenosaga, how it's all been about that one philosophy. And that's what the Zohar, or Zohan, I think it's Zohan. Whatever Adam Sandler called himself in that stupid fucking comedy of his, don't mess with the Zohan, I think, yeah. It's the other one. Zohar, I think. It's a giant computer that basically can withhold or hold the information of all human personality and knowledge and life. And again, that was what the original game was about, Xenogears. They found this thing that just makes life. So it was, hey, you know, God's not real, whatever. Now, none of the Xenoblade games got into it more so than X. X was fucking sick. But that's what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why I love this series so much. They have these fucking twists that are so absurd, and they're just so great. Like, you just gotta know. I thought, again, when it comes to storyline, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a much better storyline than 1. It was as good as X because of its concise narrative. You know, here you're trying to do what this gorgeous woman needs you to do, and that's fine, and that's totally what I would do. I can relate to that. Sometimes I'm alone, I relate to myself. I can relate. I don't need you to hear this shit what I mean. Alright, so somebody else maxed out. That is Sena. Let's see. So Sena is an offensive weapon. She has maxed out all the base classes. She can pull this shit out her ass. But she's already got it maxed, so she doesn't really need to. But I'm going to have her use the Stalker. Has everybody... No, you fucking pain in my ass, Lance. Just fucking learn it already. God, I'm sick of you. I got to get these other classes mastered. We have 2 healers. Yeah, we'll just do that. So she'll be the first to officially use the Stalker class. Where are we going? Going this way. But anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 just had too many factors going on. It was just too all over the place. X was a little bit more concise, and it was fucking brilliant. I loved X. Its storyline, I fucking loved it. Because it was so sick. Like, it was just, when you get to that reveal, man, it's, what in the hell? Now, again, I have no idea what the fucking ending meant. I'll never know what the ending meant. That somehow, the whole thing with X, and I don't want to give away any spoilers, but the whole thing with X was that humanity was being destroyed by, oh, there you are, was being destroyed by this group called the, whatever the fuck. I forgot what they were called, something weird. Bobolas, some shit. Let's just call it that. Let's call it Bobolas. It's totally not, but let's call it that. The Ganglion, that's what it is. See, it's totally not. I just remember Ganglion because there was this really, really hot piece of ass named Goetio, which was, I think, a demonic something or other. Your back's bleeding. Yeah, she doesn't have to move close. She can just shoot at him.
Too easy.
But
And that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge.
I just won you, Uni. But anyway. Okay, so the Ganglion just wanted to destroy humanity because apparently there was a prophecy where humanity would destroy everything. So the Ganglion wanted to destroy humanity and just completely wiped out all life on Earth. And as humanity was escaping with the special... Ooh, that's a little rough there. Can't do that one. Not yet. While humanity was escaping with the special types, because again, it's Japan, so we have to go with that whole thing about how people are not treated equally and all that shit. Which again, I totally love, totally a fan of, totally a sucker for. Absolutely right. Pisses me the fuck off, especially in the United States. You can't find diamonds in the rough if all you're doing is looking in the same pool of so-called talent. You know what I mean? But there was that kind of subplot about how they were only looking out for the more important people. The people that were, the richer ones, the so-called smarter ones, blah, 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 blah. But it was just that... I can't get the fucking... It was just that humanity was basically destroyed, and the plan from this being that came along named Alma was to take only her, save her in her organic form, and turn everyone else into basically robots to protect them during the trip to a new planet. And then basically just remake humanity and use the Zohar to more or less data save every single human ideas, beliefs, loves, interests, personality traits. But then it turned out that the database that held, or the core that held all that information that you spent the whole game looking for was actually destroyed. I don't know what that meant. But the storyline itself is fucking sick. And the reveal of what you were, that you were just these Miasomes that were basically replacing humanity until humanity could be remade with stuff, was just sick. Like I said, with 2 was a lot more concise too. It was just, this gorgeous woman needs you to take her to this place like this. You had to go to this place that nobody can get to find salvation. And it turned out that the place you were going was where the so-called architect from Xenoblade Chronicles was still chilling, partially in this world, partially in God only knows what dimension.
We've never been here before.
I'm giving it all away. That's what I do. Hey, Turkin. No, wait. It's the Ignas.
Anything, right?
Ignas are like Turkin. They're just lizard forms. They're like jerk-offs. What is the timing of this thing? There we go.
Hang in there, I'll heal you.
I really gotta get another healer in here. Somebody want to break this dude? You're bleeding the shit out of him. Keep your gas to yourself, you dirty bastard. Why is this dude still standing there? By the way, if he's a musketeer, shouldn't he be shooting guns? Oh. You were an elite. Still shouldn't have taken that long. You could, like, break him, you know? I broke him. There we go. Nice. Level ups. Natural level ups to 41. Sweet. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Lons, you have maxed out, sir. And everybody's on 41. Nice. Okay. I only have one. All right. You have maxed everything out. So it's time for you to... It's funny. He started off as the blocker. Hey, he finally learned. Okay, so now we don't need her.
Support you. Got it.
So everybody's got Juniper's class, right? Okay, so Juniper... Sorry, darling. You're going to have to take a seat for a while. We're going to have to put in... We have to put in Teach.
I am ever your ally.
Now let's see what we got. Let's go to our classes. Teach's class setting is a C in... Okay, so a B in offense, a C in... What was it? A C in something. A in healing. All right, it's sort of matched. Well, not yours. Hold on, yours. Yeah, it matters. You could easily get that. Who has? Oh, you got a lot of work to do. Well, we haven't really used them that much. Okay. How the fuck am I getting here again?
Look over there.
I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So
Feeling curious.
Guys, get ready to fight.
they're just gonna attack me, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait, am I broken? I'm broken. Oh shit. Dodge that. Like I said, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was more like... Well, I didn't mean to do that shit. Wrong button. Okay, anyway. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was more like, okay, so he's a chosen one or whatever. He can use Monado without killing himself. Monado's showing him all these things. It's all about the Monado. Wait a minute. The Mechon are not trying to kill everybody. There's just a few Mechon that are assholes because he's upset because this, that, and the other thing. But, you know, there was really no, like, focus to it. Again, the whole thing was supposed to be about, you know, humanity and God and stuff, and it was too much about, like, your classic JRPG or anime series. I mean, it was kind of considering the possibility of history always repeating itself type of thing. But there was just too much going on. It's way too much going on. Man, a lot of elites around here.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Let's stop now. I will return in a minute.